we have an Eagles move. Schefter has it. Bryce Huff is signing a 3-year, $51.1 million deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. So that means certainly a trade would have to be coming. And this is an indication that maybe the roster building philosophies have not changed. That's $17 million a year for Bryce Huff. I like Bryce Huff. What are you laughing at?
I saw the highest in NFL history. I was wondering what it was. It's the highest paid non-QB undrafted free agent in NFL history. So good job getting that nugget.
Yeah, that's a good. That's an agent being like, look at what I did. This is fantastic.
Yeah, big move for the Eagles.
I'm gonna read what I wrote about Josh Huff or Bryce Huff because how many times are we gonna do the Josh Huff mistake?
I'm good here. But
I have always liked Bryce Huff, but I think that there is we have talked about it. There is a Hassan Reddick connective tissue here. So I'm just going to read the whole thing here because we got time. Jets general manager Joe Douglas said at the Combine the team does not plan to place the franchise tag on Huff, who became a household name for tape crunchers with a 10-sack season that topped his previous high of 3.5 from the year prior. He has never been more than a rotational player, in part because of his undersized frame at 6'3", 255, which is a generous listing. This is a pass rush specialist who played 43% of his total snaps on third down in 2023 compared to 32% on first down and 22% on second down. So most of his snaps are coming, or the plurality at least, are coming on third down, which you would expect. All of that seems like it paints the picture of a buyer beware situation. Like Zach has talked about, this is a guy you're paying for coming off his best season. But I wonder if there is a discounted version of Hassan Reddick's free agency experience at play. Even though Huff's overall production took a major leap in 2023, his efficiency remains steady from a 2022 season in which he also hit the quarterback on 7% of his pass rush snaps, which ranked third in the league among edge rushers with at least 100 pass rush snaps. That his efficiency held steady with more than double the volume is enough to consider whether this is a burgeoning star, even if the market figures to be skeptical. Now, not super skeptical. $17 million is a lot to pay. But, Howie Roseman said they want to get younger on defense. Bryce Huff is 26, will be 26 in September. And obviously they are remaking that edge group. I am fascinated to see what the other domino here is, who they're going to trade. But this is like, the reason I like this signing is because even though you're paying a lot, there is a chance that he outperforms his contract. Like, he could be really good. Now, he could also just be a bubble that pops when, this is a guy that opposing offenses will try to target in their running game. Like, they will try to run on Bryce Huff. He is not a great run defender, but this is the Eagles valuing what they value, and it's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be surprised when the Eagles draft a tackle in the first round. Maybe we shouldn't be surprised when they spend their big deal on an edge rusher.
Yeah, this is so the first free agency rule I say is don't pay for a career year. I view this as a little different because he had that year in a situational role. So he's actually going to play a bigger role for you, presumably, than he played with the Jets last year. So he's an ascending player in that regard. You like the age profile. He's younger than Sweat. He's younger than Reddick. And, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. He's someone who we've been targeting. They're saying restart the stream. Should we?
The stream is slow again.
Okay, yeah. So Bryce Huff, it makes a lot of sense for the Eagles. Like we said, the next shoe to fall would be a potential trade of Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat. But the profile is what Howie Roseman likes to look for in free agency. There's a reason why he advanced farther than any other edge rusher in Quackatology last week. I wrote this morning.
Final four, right?
Yeah, I wrote this morning. My expectation was that they signed Bryce Huff. They signed Bryce Huff. It just makes a lot of sense for the Eagles. I like the signing. The 17, $17.5 million. That's a fine.
Mike G says up to 20 a year.
To 20, yeah.
But
so, look, you're getting him for less than an extension for Reddick or Sweat would be. Reddick would be over $20 million. I assume Sweat would be over $20 million. So I I like it. I like the optionality of this. You bring in Huff, you trade either Redick or Sweat, you get a second round pick and change. You need Huff to perform, right? I mean, I don't want to dismiss Redick or Sweat. They're both really good players. But I think Huff can grow into a bigger role for the Eagles. And, yeah, good move for the Eagles here.
We all silly like the mayor.